Hey, wait, don't click off. Come back, come back, come on, come back. I want to talk to you about Girl World. More importantly, I want to talk to you about Amberlynn Reid and how, after 2+ years of boring her audience with Target hauls, clothes from Torrid she's never going to wear, and Lego sets that none of us care about, we got our messy Lynn back. The dumpster fire started last week and the embers are still blazing hot to the point that I can't even fit all the wild shit that happened last week in this video because it's already too long. Cause I was curious and I went back in the Amberlynn Reid timeline and I got some pretty good clips to show you guys that I'm pretty excited to talk about. To try to make this as clear as possible, all the clips I'm going to go over are from Amberlynn Reid's own YouTube channel. So these are all still on her page, except the clips I got from her deleted live stream on Sunday morning with her best friend, now ex-best friend, Alex. I also got some receipts that I found on Twitter, I guess you call it X now, and TikToks from Alex because she's been pretty vocal since becoming on the outs with Amberlynn. My name's Erin, by the way. And yeah, let's get into this shit. The first clip we're going to start with is from February 12th, 2024, when Amberlynn gets her Batman Lego from her mysterious new love interest named Valentine. Really funny watching some of these clips back because you really see how much Amberlynn really liked Valentine to the point that I feel like even though we're in this huge mess with everyone right now, if Valentine was like, hey girl, I fucked up, I am gonna leave my life for you, Amberlynn would drop Tommy's salami in a second. But that's just my opinion.
Someone in my life that I would say is special in that way. We're not in a relationship though, so calm down. But I have been friends with this person since September and we have become really good friends and like the whole time crushing on each other. But we asked each other to be each other's Valentines, so that was like a cute thingy. So I'm going to be referring to her as my Valentine because I'm not going to say her name just out of respect. But she is one of my very best friends, but we like, I was going to say low-key like each other, but it's high-key at this point. So I was on the phone with her and we were just talking about my Legos and I mentioned a Lego just like, you know, randomly a Lego that I'm interested in because we literally just talk about everything. And Legos is a very popular topic because I'm obsessed. I mentioned, yeah, there's like this Lego, it's like hundreds of dollars though, so I'm not gonna like get it anytime soon, but it's definitely gonna be the next one that I get for myself. It's like a bigger purchase. And we just like went on to the next conversation. And I think like an hour after we got off the phone, she messaged me and she was like, I have a question. And I was like, oh my God. Usually when someone just comes out like that and just like, I have a question or like, I have to talk to you, like I immediately get anxiety. I'm just like, oh my God, what is it? She literally said, let me get you that Lego you want. And I was like, girl, like Valentine, the person who got it for me, like literally, you know how grateful and appreciative I am and like shocked. I'm just very thankful for the connection that we have right now and like whatever's blossoming, like it just feels really good. I love you, like you're amazing. Good, I love you, like you're amazing. Speaking of my,
I kept the Legos part in because I find it funny that now that Amberlynn and Valentine are on the outs, Valentine's like, yeah, I spent too much money on her. And from the way her wife's involved with everything, I'm almost wondering if Valentine's wife bought Amberlynn this fucking Lego set. This next clip is from February 18th, 2024, and it's just a little snippet about Amberlynn being in love with Valentine.
Valentine, a lot of people are like, oh my God, is she like moving too quick? No, this is actually just something new that I decided to tell you guys about. I have been talking to her for almost 6 months now. So we've been in each other's lives for half of a year. This is like very much behind the scenes and I just wanted to like share it with you guys because I was like so happy and she said I could. And I don't know, it's just like really good vibes. I'm just feeling really happy and I think that's like what's important and I just kind of wanted to share that.
I want to clarify why I keep saying the dates before I go into these clips is because these are the upload dates on her YouTube channel, so you can go find these full vlogs if you want. And I highly suggest it. Actually, no, I don't. They're boring as fuck. I was just trying to be nice. Fuck me. Anyway, I know timelines don't exist in her universe. Amberlynn has said it herself that she doesn't believe in timelines, but I'm just trying to do that to keep the story straight in my mind. So, with that being said, April 17th, 2024, the official christening of her and Valentine as girlfriend and girlfriend. And guess what, audience? They've already been dating for 2 months. And no, they did not meet in person. They've never met in person.
But if you guys remember this video, there is someone in my life that I would say is special in that way. I have been friends with this person since September, and we have become really good friends, and like the whole time crushing on each other. But we asked each other to be each other's Valentines, so that was like a cute thingy. And that video was actually filmed days before Valentine's Day actually was. But on Valentine's Day, Valentine asked me to be her girlfriend, and I did say yes, obviously. I've had a girlfriend for over 2 months now, and I've been in a relationship, and I've been happy. And I just didn't want to say anything like really in my vlogs yet. I just didn't feel like I needed to. I used to overshare. I used to like not have privacy, and it's just as you get older, your brain works a little differently, and I've just learned sharing too much is not a good thing, especially right now. But I did want to let you guys know that I am in a relationship. That has been a question that you guys have been wondering, so I figured, you know what, yes, there's no longer single Lynn. So that's all I really want to say for now. Besides that, I'm really happy. I'm starting to like blush a little bit, not gonna lie. It just feels kind of wild to just like vocalize out loud on my YouTube channel that yes, I am in another relationship. Anyways, I don't want to like say too much, but you guys will learn more slowly but surely. But yeah, I just want to do it on my time, on her time, our time collectively. I want to be fair to her, fair to me.
It's no secret that Amberlynn enjoys junk, but this next gift that she got, the fucking moon picture, look, I've seen those on TikTok, and my first thought when I saw them was, oh, that's the new promise ring shit for Gen Z. Like, that's something a fucking 15-year-old kid gives his fucking 15-year-old girlfriend or whatnot. I don't expect anyone past 25 to be buying this shit, but lo and behold, on April 19th, 2024, Amberlynn got one from Valentine. And guess what, guys? It was beautiful. You just guys can't imagine it.
Stop what you're doing right now. I have the sweetest girlfriend. So she's randomly like, you have a package in your package room. And I was like, oh, I do? You guys. When I tell you, I wish I would have filmed my reaction. I wish you guys could see this in person. There's like a huge glare. I'm trying to get like a good angle to show you guys. But it says 2/14/24, the moon when we became one. I love you. And it says, babe. Hello, editing Lynn here. I forgot to add in this clip that she's the one who personalized this. So she chose the words. And I just think that makes it even cuter. Oh my God, I'm obsessed. Isn't that the freaking cutest thing you've ever seen? And I wish I could pick it up on camera, but like the silver is silvering. It actually looks so pretty in person. Oh my God. I thought this was the sweetest thing ever and I was not expecting it. Like that is literal goals. Like thank you so much, babe. I know you're watching. I love you too. This might actually be the first thing that I hang up in my apartment because as you guys know, I have some bare walls because I'm too short to hang up anything and like I want it to be like perfectly straight and not crooked. But this I think I'm gonna hang. Oh my God. The moon when we became one. That is so sweet. Oh my God, what a romantic. So for now, I am gonna have it right here. Look how cute on my bookshelf. Oh my God. Babe, thank you.
And while that moon picture may have said I loved you, on June 28th, 2024, Amberlynn tells us that her and Valentine are officially over with. Because guess what, guys? Valentine was not who she said she was.
Kind of sad. Like I've had a really good day with friends and family, but I am pretty sad about something. And a lot of you definitely have guessed it. God. I have an easier time admitting when like I fucked something up versus like the person that I was in love with fucking it up. So it's like, I just don't even want to like go there, discuss it, talk about it because it's just like a lot. And I don't know, it's just easier to keep things like this off a line, but like so many of you have guessed it and I'm just going to keep hurting privately and I'm just going to let it stay that way because I don't want to sit here and talk about it. I don't. So that's not what's going to happen on this channel. So
Miss Lynn will not be taking questions. We do not know Valentine. We do not deserve to know anything about her private life unless she puts up an Instagram Q&A. And then, just maybe then, if she's not going to bingo with her mother or the casino or Target, she will put up a Q&A video like she did on July 2nd, 2024, talking about Valentine.
So I want you guys to know that I am okay. The video about my breakup did go up yesterday and I'm getting a lot of DMs and I'm good. I've had a lot of people say, just spill the tea because we don't know Valentine's real name. We know nothing about Valentine. And that is very true. In my last serious relationship, it was with Feline and you guys knew a little bit more of her because she would talk in my videos. You'd see her hands, her legs, body parts. So there was a little bit more like personal to personal with you guys in that regard.
We've gotten more about Wifey in this past week than we did that entire 2-year relationship. So I don't know what the fuck she was talking about here. But does Amberlynn ever do?
So that's why I didn't really share much like the real true deep stuff like after the breakup. But people were like, just go for it, just talk about it. You don't know Valentine, we never will know Valentine. So I think I'm just gonna answer some like really hot questions, ones that people have been asking or are asking and ones that I just see a lot of. So a real big one is, how did you guys meet? Did you guys meet in person? So she actually messaged me on Instagram back in September and we always had like a flirty thing. We always had crushes on each other and then it wasn't until I would say December, January where my feelings started to get super deep while hers was already there. It took me a hot minute to get to that point and then it was February 14th to be exact. She asked to be my girlfriend and no, we never met in person, but we would video call every single day. So I knew like she wasn't a catfish and I believed everything she told me. I knew that she loved me a lot, but there was a lot of things that she did lie to me about. This is
spoiler alert. She knew the entire time.
Where it's like, I mainly don't want to share these things because I'm embarrassed that I had someone who loved me that hard but would lie to me and betray me and do the things they did to me. Like, I just feel embarrassed to even admit it. So it's like, I don't even want to go there. But let's just say, like, she hurt me pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. And the crazy part about this whole thing is that she was actually moving in with me August 1st. I know that's crazy. And I know there's still like a chunk of you who was like,
The betrayal was Valentine decided not to leave her wife.
like, Valentine was very, very real and we were going to be living together. A lot of betrayal happened. She got super distant and I knew what I deserved in my life and what I wanted in a partner. And I knew that like that was not it. So I broke up with her. It wasn't a situation where she like begged me not to do it or whatever, because I think at that point, like, she knew I deserved better and knew I deserved more. Knew I deserved someone who like didn't lie, cheat, betray, etc., etc. Like, it was really hard. But like, looking back now, I don't regret being with her. I don't regret the time we shared together. But I do regret giving my all to someone who only gave me like half of themselves. And I don't ever want to put myself in a situation like that again, and I'm not going to.
Moral of the story: don't get into a relationship with someone who is already committed to someone else, regardless of whatever they tell you the situation is.
Like, she was very, very special to me and someone that I really did love. And it just sucks that sometimes like loving someone is just not enough. And I was no longer going to make myself small by begging to be treated correctly. I wasn't going to do that. And I know that she has her issues and problems and a whole other life. She was literally living two separate lives. Like, I don't want to go into detail because it really is just a lot and it's like heavy. I don't want to spill all the tea, but I am giving you guys some drips, and I'm only doing it because it's almost like it feels like a weight is just like lifted off of my shoulders and my chest. Plus, you guys don't know Valentine, and you never will. It didn't work out. Like, it just didn't.
Amberlynn is a known liar. I know she gets mad at people for saying that, even though she admits it. She can't keep her story straight ever. And this is like a prime example of just how bad of a liar is. And I almost wonder how much of this she recognizes in the moment when she's doing it. Because she really just gives off that vibe that, I don't know. I got into Amberlynn around, I don't know, it was whenever Karina Kaboom went from being talking about like the beauty influencers to just strictly being Amberlynn and Foodie Beauty channel. So it was like during like the live stream era with Beck. So I know a good amount. Like, I've seen the documentaries, I watch reaction channels. I like looking at the stuff myself. But I don't know. Has she ever talked about if people in high school thought she was a liar? Because I do remember, like, there used to be posting. Wait, actually, now I do remember, like, she has told stories and people from back in the day have come out and said, no, this is a lie. But then she says they're lying. So I'm always, never mind. I think I answered my own question. This next clip is from July 4th. And buckle up. It's a doozy. It's a Q&A. Yay.
Ever cheat on an ex? And the answer is yes. The last time I cheated on someone, I was 17 years old, and I'm 33 now, so it's been a hot minute. That's why I don't firmly believe in the whole like once a cheater, always a cheater. I do think that there are a lot of cheaters who do not change. There's also a large quantity of us, like me, who do change, and I'm gonna blame it on like I was young and stupid. I guess when you're 17, you know the difference between right and wrong, but like I was also in a long distance relationship at that age, so I was just a mess. But I have not cheated since then, and I don't plan on it.
It's so funny how the last clips were of her talking about the breakup and how she's not going to say anymore. Yet we keep getting more and more information. And it's just so funny. You're answering questions about cheating when this relationship that you're all broken up about is a cheating situation. Just because you didn't cheat doesn't make you the fucking better person. Like, girl, at the end of the day, you were fucking around with the married woman. Like it or not, you are a cheater. So how the hell are you gonna fucking answer like I was young and dumb? What's your fucking excuse now? What's your fucking excuse for doing it at 33 years old? And if we really want to be fucking for real about it, there's all kinds of information coming out that this isn't the only fucking married woman she talked with. So Amberlynn, you got a lot of fucking nerve fucking trying to act high and mighty about cheating, Miss Cheater.
Lesbian. Have you spoken to Valentine since you broke up? After we broke up, we wanted to try being friends, but that did not work out at all. The last time that I talked to her was like maybe 2 weeks ago, but the last time she contacted me was she sent me a screenshot of a TikTok I posted, and she was pretty upset about it. So even if she hurt me, like obviously it does bother me that my TikTok hurt her, but I do feel in my heart that I had every right to be able to post that if I wanted to. But I didn't respond to her message because it was just kind of harsh, and I just think right now in both of our lives, we probably shouldn't communicate with each other.
I really hope it was the wife that was the one messaging her about the TikTok. I really do. And please don't think I'm standing them. They're fucking crazy too. Oh my gosh. Their conversations and shit that they've been saying. Like, fuck the Amberlynn shit. Just reading the subtext of their relationship is fucking tells you enough of how these two fucking people operate. So, Amberlynn can't expect any sympathy. You should have never fucking been messing around with that woman. God, girl.
Why didn't you meet Valentine first before wanting her to move in? Because there was a lot of things that like she was going through, and it would have been actually impossible for her to just like come visit me first. And we really wanted to be together, so we thought that was the only option to do so. What is your type personality wise? So I like someone who's weird. We can be weird together. Someone who's funny, charming. I like a genuine person, a genuine soul. Someone who is sweet. Someone that I can like easily communicate with, get along with. We can have like our inside jokes. Like we're not just like lovers, but we're also best friends. What? You talking to someone new? Yes, I am.
And here enters Tommy's salami, the notorious feeder.
What was the date you and Valentine broke up? It was one day after our 4-month anniversary. I broke up with her on June 15th. But I do plan on drinking sometime soon because I do have someone coming to visit me, and you know, we might have a buzz ball or 2 or 3 or 4. So I'm actually really excited. I'm not gonna lie. Not excited about the buzz balls, but excited about the person coming to visit me. But I mean, Valentine troll you? No, this is one of the ones that was a very popular question. A lot of people thinking that Valentine trolled me. She was actually a hater. She was this or that. No, that is not true.
When Valentine slid into Amberlynn's DMs, it 100% was to troll. She was sitting on the couch with her wife, who was she's on the Facebook group Hater Nation. They watch Amberlynn Reid videos. They knew who she was. It all started off as a troll. But Valentine did end up falling for Amberlynn. There's definitely some kind of connection. As much as Valentine wants to play it off now, it definitely seems like she was invested quite heavily into this relationship. Now, was she really going to leave her wife for Amberlynn? Absolutely not. Cheaters talk a big game, but they never actually do any of the shit that they will tell you that they're going to do. Because if they were really going to leave their wife, she would already have.
1,000% genuine in what we had, but again, that was just like a part of the life she was living, whereas she was also living this whole separate life. It's a lot and it's confusing, and I understand that, but even though you guys don't know who Valentine is, I just feel like me as a person, morally, I can't envision myself like sharing this person's like story to you guys. I just can't. Like, as much as she hurt me and we didn't work out this and that, like I still do care about her. What did you last journal about? So the last thing I journaled about is the girl that I'm talking to.
July 8th, 2024, the calm before the storm.
So there's something that I want to tell you about. I know it's like really soon and sudden, like I understand that, but timelines are not a thing. And you guys know that with me. Like, you can know someone for years and years and not feel super close to them, and then know someone for like a couple days and instantly feel like a super strong connection. I know there's a lot of people out there who relate to that. Literally just all about energy, connection, the way someone makes you feel, who they are as a person, and like, it's like when you know type thing. And I don't want to sit here and talk about my ex or anything like that, but I knew her for almost a year and never remotely felt like this. You're doing right now. I have the sweetest girlfriend. There are such beautiful stories of people who like literally get married within a week of knowing each other, and they stay together for 30 years plus. But then there's people who knew each other for 10 years, get married, and then they're only together for a year. It's just like, what? It just goes to show that like it's really just not a thing. And I'm over here just trying to make like rationalizations with you guys, because I feel like so many of you are gonna be like, Amberlynn, what are you doing? But that's okay. This is my life. This is my story. This is just, you guys, I feel thoroughly so happy right now. I have a girlfriend. Yes, I do. And we are in a long distance relationship. I want to just like share this side of me. I'm not a secret, and I feel special. I feel loved. I feel important. I feel like a priority. Like, those aren't feelings that I felt for a very long time. Like, I feel genuinely seen, like, as a person. We will be meeting in person literally before this month is even over. Like, plane ticket bought, like, all planned out, and I'm thoroughly so excited. Like, in the past, like, I see red flags in relationships. I have red flags. People have red flags. It's a thing. But when I would see the red flags, I would admit like, oh, that is hardcore red flag, or oh, that's triggering my BPD, or oh wow, this relationship is making my mental illness actually worse. Like, I see these things, and it's like I get so like delusional in relationships where it's like I'm able to talk about these red flags and see them and whatever, but like I make excuses for them. With this relationship, I haven't seen a red flag, and I'm over here like, is that a red flag that there is no red flags? See, that's just me like wanting to self-sabotage pretty much, because I'm not used to something that feels so like calm, like a soft love. No, I'm in a long distance relationship. I'm actually very happy. I am meeting her very soon. When I tell you very soon, I mean literally it's so close that like by the time you see this, I might have already met her. We are currently 13 hours before I meet my girlfriend in person. Right now, I'm just feeling like it's unreal. It doesn't feel real to me. But a few hours ago, it felt so real, and I had like butterflies in my stomach, and I was like nervous. Right now, it is 10:30 p.m. and her plane lands at 10:30 a.m. I feel like it's probably gonna be like an hour after that is when I'm actually gonna see her for the first time. Oh my goodness. Just genuinely so happy. I know I'm crying, but it's just like I'm sad that she had to leave. But it's not the end. Things are about to change for sure. And I'm just excited for this next journey of my life.
Breaking news. Amberlynn Reid's new girlfriend, Tommy, the salami, is a confirmed feeder with 1 kill already. Just this April, Tommy's over 1,000-pound girlfriend died from complications due to weight. Amber won't survive this if she stays in this relationship. Coming from Kiwi Tapes on X. Don't believe me? There's pictures.
I'm just having like genuinely a hard time. As you guys know, I met my girlfriend in person, and like for for the lack of a better word, like it was just magical, like truly magical, and I haven't felt happy in forever. Sorry. I do want to talk about some of the rumors that I have heard. I feel like that's super important. So the first thing is, no, she is not a feeder. People think that she's a feeder, and she's definitely not that. Like, yes, she has a specific type, but I'm letting you guys know that like every single person that I've been in a relationship with, everyone that you guys have known, they said that they prefer girls my size. That, I really know what else to say right now. It just ultimately sucks really bad, and it's like, as much as I wanted people to do the right thing, I should have known that like that wasn't gonna happen, and that's really sad, really.
Ooh, nurse. Yeah, because she needs help, and nurses help people.
I put the sound in because I thought it was funny. I forgot that I think she might actually work in healthcare.
Nurse.
Did this bitch really just come for me?
Nurse.
I don't even know what to say, but like, you guys don't know the full story at all, and I think that's like the hardest part of this whole thing is like there is a big part of the story missing, but I'm never going to sit there and talk about other people's personal things because that's not me, that's not who I am. But because of this, me and now my ex, we are not together anymore, and this has left her like debilitated, like literally, like her mental health has gone down so much. Like, there are so many of you who love to see me miserable, and you're getting that. You want again. You literally want again. What's have interfered with my life in a way that like it makes me want to just fucking disappear. You guys have no idea. Like, if you guys knew the full story, you'd be like, oh, wait a minute. But you don't, and you'll never know. But like, to find out all this fucking shit and then make your own narrative with it and say that I'm in danger, you guys have no idea what you're talking about. I had a future planned, and I was happy, and I was so fucking happy and so loved. And now we aren't together anymore because like her mental health comes first and her safety comes first.
So I think it's important to mention that when all this was going around, everyone was finding all this stuff about Tommy Salami and her feeder past. Her and her partner did feeder stuff for websites, and people were also speculating at the time, Mr. Snowflake to be specific, that Amberlynn was with Tommy Salami more than a month. That's what she originally said, that they had been together for a month, and had even went so far to theorize that Tommy Salami was in fact Valentine. So this next clip really confuses me because I don't understand why Amberlynn decided to take this route. Like, I understand Tommy was getting all types of crap, and if people thought she was Valentine's, that would also mean she was creeping around with Amber while her partner was still very much alive. So that's the only reasoning I can think as to why Amber went this route, but it backfires pretty fucking spectacularly. Like, this is fireworks.
There's a difference between like gossiping versus like downright straight up defamation, lies, completely making up stories that aren't true at all. I told myself I would never talk about this to protect myself because it is scary, because so many of you thought Valentine was fake. That was the biggest thing. Valentine isn't real. Valentine isn't real. And I accepted it for what it was. I was like, I don't want to believe me, that's fine. I'm actively having so much fucking anxiety for what I'm about to say. Like, whoo. Valentine's name is Erica, and Erica had a wife. I'm about to reveal screenshots that I could find because this is the only way that I'm going to prove it. Here's me not making time for my friends because I'm literally always giving every single part of me to Erica. You guys know I struggle with BPD. So one of those things is when I get into a relationship, my partner literally consumes me, whether they try to or not. Do you guys remember that night when my mom stayed the night with me and we colored like children? And people were like, oh my god, they're such children. Yeah. That was when I was breaking up with Erica. Here's my friend Alexis, just being Alexis. And to top it all off, here's a screenshot of me telling Alexis that Erica's wife called me while I was at a birthday party. Remember that birthday party I went to when I was outside? It was super hot. It was at a park. It was that day. You guys went from believing Valentine was fake to them believing Valentine was my most recent ex, all for entertainment while actively ruining people's lives. Valentine was real. I've never lied. So many times people are like, why don't you ever talk about her? Like, why don't you ever show her? Why don't we ever hear?
This was such a dumb move. I don't understand why she did this. I mean, I'm sure you can say that for a lot of Amberlynn's content, but damn, this was the dumbest move she could have made. Because what we're going to soon find out is Erica has way more damning information on Amberlynn than what was being said about Tommy at this moment, to be frank. So this was such a panic move. There's no way it could be anything other than that, because we're going to find out that damn, we're really about to find out. Yeah, so immediately, as the internet does, Erica was quickly found. And quickly Erica and her partner started talking to different reaction channels, posting their own information. And yeah, none of it paints Amber in a good light. None of it paints anybody in a good light, to be clear. Like, everybody involved, like I said before, pieces of absolute shit. They all sound like they really need to take some time and go to therapy and go no contact with everyone involved in this situation, quite frankly. Like, none of this sounds healthy at all. But this was Amber's way to get the heat off Tommy, which just put Amber in just such a weird spot because a lot of really cringy information came out. There was a phone call that was secretly recorded where Amber's talking to Erica's wife, and it sounds like a school teacher scolding a fucking kindergartner. Amberlynn sounds like a fucking child getting disciplined, talking to this woman about cheating with her wife. It's fucking crazy.
I just want to make it like very clear that like the only reason why I ever said Erica's name is because like a family was being like harassed because people thought like Valentine was someone that she wasn't. And it's like, I know that I promised Erica and Brittany that I would not say Erica's name. And I didn't say Erica's name ever for like a way to get back at her or whatever it is. I wasn't doing it in like a malicious way. No, I was doing it because I felt like it was the right thing to do. All I did was say Erica's name. That's all I did.
One of the reasons I made this like little reaction timeline is because it was more than just say Erica's name, as you can see from the previous clips. Amberlynn talked pretty heavily about this relationship. Even if it was vague, she was definitely pushing the buttons of Erica to the point where I'm surprised nothing came out of this before, especially because I think it's worth noting Erica's wife had been messaging reaction channels trying to spread the word that Amberlynn was messing with her woman.
I didn't share anything else besides the fact that she was married because that obviously affected me. So for Erica and her wife to do whatever the hell they're doing, I don't know what this is about. I never doxed Erica. I never said any like personal information, nothing. And then just like all of a sudden it's like, they just want to spill everything and say everything. And obviously I listened to all of it and there are some truths and obviously there are some lies. Yes, I know a lot of people will be calling me a homewrecker. I get it. Like homewrecker Lynn. Back in September, I received a message from Erica. I guess she saw one of my TikToks and one of them I said how I didn't have a type, but I really liked mask and possessive women. And Erica saw that TikTok and she messaged me and said mask and possessive ? With like a little double emoji. So I replied. And we started talking and conversation got serious pretty quickly in the sense of like, she told me a lot about like her past and things with her family. So when me and her first started talking, she told me that she was married, but she was married for financial reasons and that they were in an open marriage and that her wife didn't even live with her. Her wife was living with her partner, like her other partner that she was in a relationship with.
If someone gave you that story, why would you even entertain it? Because already, it doesn't sound like there's room for anyone else. It seems like a pretty involved situation that has no choice but to be messy as fuck. So I really don't understand why she was like, oh my God, I'll be there for you. I can help you. I think she got off on the idea of taking another woman's woman, really. She likes being the other woman. It's an attention thing. It's really sad, but it's pretty clear.
So I thought that was like hectic. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, that's pretty hectic. An open marriage. Okay, everyone does their own thing. Like her wife is in a whole ass other relationship. So Erica said that she can do what she wants. And I never really understood it. I tried to like understand it more and talk more about it. But Erica would always like just be like, me and my wife have an understanding. That was always her like go-to was me and my wife have an understanding with each other. So she didn't want to explain that understanding to me. I didn't understand it, but I didn't think that Erica and I would get to the level that we got to. She was always there for me. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was single, so I talked to a few different people. That is true. She named some of them. It is what it is. So Erica was always there for me. And our feelings did start to grow for one another. And I could tell like it started to upset her when I would talk about these other people. And she would always say how she was on the back burner and how I wasn't giving her a chance and how I always had her at arm's length. Like she was just like, she would express like how her feelings for me are getting deeper and deeper. So there was one night in particular where I did get drunk. I did. And I was messaging Erica and I told Erica that I loved her. This was like in December. And that was like the first time that I ever said it, which was freaking crazy because like the whole time it really was just like a super flirty friendship. But I realized like, wow, Erica really likes me and she wants me to like give her a chance. Like I don't know. It felt nice knowing that like she was patient and she knew I was talking to like other girls and like she was still there for me and like she always wanted to call me and like I would never answer her calls. Like it very much was like I was putting everyone else before her, but like she was always there. She was always, it made me realize like, wow, this girl really cares for me. And everything I thought Like, I genuinely thought that everything she was telling me was 100% truth.
It's crazy she would even entertain this after when she was in a relationship with Jade and found out originally that Jade was polyamorous. That was a fucking complete deal breaker. So how the fuck isn't this?
In one of my recent videos, I told you guys, like, I ignore red flags. I have a bad habit of it. Sometimes I turn those red flags into pink little hearts, little pink heart flags. That's just like what I do, and I don't know why I'm like that.
That's still not an excuse.
So anyways, it was like in December when I told Erica for the first time that I loved her, and I was drunk when I said it, like, but it opened up a whole other freaking thing for Erica and I because of that one moment. And I do want to make it clear that in Erica's story, she said that we stopped talking for a little bit. Literally the only reason why we stopped talking is because she got mad at me because I actually started communicating more frequently with another girl. And then she came back. Like, I don't understand. I wasn't the one who messaged her after those few days of her just being like, I'm done. She came back to me a few times.
That's not a win, Amberlynn. That's not a fucking win.
Just saying. I'm not trying to be cocky, but she literally couldn't get enough.
According to Alexis, Amber's ex-best friend, that Valentine Erica was a total back burner bitch. But it's funny to hear her talking about it now because it's obvious that Amberlynn is downplaying Erica like she's claiming Erica is downplaying her.
Once I said I love you in December, things did change. From December to February, like I said, we got a lot closer because of that I love you word. You know, she was saying it to me. And so this whole time I still thought she was in a open marriage. So an open marriage means like y'all make your own fucking rules. Like you're seeing other people. So I assumed that Erica's wife was living with her partner. So I also assumed that Erica was super unhappy with her wife. And Erica made me believe, like, she would say things like, I haven't felt this way in over a decade. Like, you opened something inside of me that, like, I didn't even know was there. Like, just typical standard, now that how I'm viewing it, straight up like manipulation, love bombing type deal. Speaking of the word manipulation, before I continue on with my story, it's like Brittany and Erica said that they messaged me as a troll in the beginning. So Brittany's supposed to be a therapist.
She is not a therapist.
They watched me for over 5 years. They knew my mental health. They knew my mental state. They knew who I was. They knew that I had BPD. They knew these things, and a therapist still chose to troll me. What is that?
Why would you entertain someone that told you they were a troll?
Like, I don't even know if I fully believe that it started as a troll. I don't know. Maybe it did, but the fact is, Erica fell in love with me.
I really do believe she concocted this fantasy about Erica being this hater that once she got to know Amberlynn, she just fell desperately in love with, and it's some type of fucking 90s romantic comedy type fucking situation. This is Amber's she's all that moment. She's this quirky artist who gets hit on by the really attractive football star. That's Erica in this scenario. And despite their differences, they fall madly in love and learn from their judgment of each other.
Erica was going to move in with me, and she's downplaying everything that happened, especially after February 14th when she asked me to be her girlfriend. So yeah, since I had assumed that Erica could be in a relationship since her wife was supposed to be in one, like literally living with somebody else.
This is fucking reality TV.
My whole thing was like, okay, Erica, we're both in love. Like, why aren't we committed to one another? Like, why aren't we together? Like, let's seal that deal. I very much, when I fall in love with someone, like, I want to be with them. And I thought I was in love with Erica, and I thought she was in love with me. So I was like, let's like do that thing. Let's like commit to one another. And it's true, she did ask like, what would that entail? And so I told her like, it's like loyalty, more like communication together and commitment with one another and things like that. And
how can you want commitment from someone who's already committed to someone else, regardless of whatever they tell you the situation of? You're already starting off a relationship on shaky ground.
She agreed to it. She's like, yeah, like, do you want to be my girlfriend? You know, I felt like that was a mature conversation that I'm now seeing, like, she took it like in a different way. And she's saying like how I forced her to be in a relationship with me. That's crazy. That's not the way that I viewed it at all. But I'm beginning to see that like the way that I viewed most of the situation, I guess maybe she didn't, or she's purposely downplaying what she did to me because she's trying to save her marriage. Erica is a known liar and a known cheater. She has cheated on Brittany multiple times. Like, so many times. And Erica told me everything about their marriage, about all of the times she's cheated. Brittany's a cheater. Their marriage is a mess. Their marriage is a fucking mess. So in my brain, it made sense to me. Once me and Erica became committed, immediately, all of my energy like went to her, and we created a routine. Okay, so I have to make it known, by the way, that there was a time where Erica's wife moved back in with her.
Right there, the perfect out. Right there, Amberlynn. That could have been your chance to be like, I'm sorry, this isn't working out for me. But no, this was just a mere obstacle in your love journey.
So that did happen, and I was fully aware of that. But again, I still thought they were in this like open relationship, open marriage type thing. And did I like it? No. Did I understand it? No. Did I want that for my life? Like, did I want to be in a relationship with someone who was in an open marriage? Not really. But also brings me to the fact that like now Erica's saying I don't know if the real Amberlynn is YouTube or the real Amberlynn is the one that I got to know. Erica, you know the truth. You know that the real me is the one you got to know.
So here I am on YouTube, fake crying to my audience.
And you know that because you know my heart. And through all of the shit that you hurt me and lied, all of that, I still was there for you and loved you. You saw the side of me that like all of these people don't ever get to see. And what did I do to you that now all of a sudden completely erases almost a full year of you getting to know the real me? What did I do to you? I said your name in a YouTube video?
I don't know, maybe shade her whenever possible and do Q&As about her.
I don't know. But regardless, Erica was a hater and I knew it. So I was always questioning, why can't you tell your wife about me if you're in an open relationship? Like, I don't understand. That was another thing in my brain and in my gut and in my intuition where I was like, something doesn't seem right. So I'd always ask, like, why can't you tell her about me? And she's like, I just don't want to hear it. Like, I just don't want to hear what Brittany's going to say about me being with Amberlynn. And then I understood. It made sense because I was like, okay. Because you guys used to hate watch me. So you don't want Brittany to make fun of you. I totally get it. I did feel ashamed. I mean, I did feel ashamed. I felt like she felt ashamed of me, but I accepted it for what it is. Call me desperate. Call me lame. I don't even care. But
I just love how at no point of this she was like, maybe I should go seek therapy.
so when I realized, Erica, you have some fucking explaining to do, is one, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. So once I realized, like, Erica, like I know you're lying and I think it's time that you like tell me what it is. Tell me what's really going on. The first question I asked her was, are you and your wife actually in an open marriage? Or if she finds out that you have a whole ass girlfriend, is she gonna feel betrayed? And she said, I'm actually not in an open relationship. I have an actual real marriage, etc., etc. So she told me the truth about everything. And this was, so me and Erica first started talking in September. Didn't even know she was actually married until I'll say like a month later, maybe 2, not really sure on the timeline there. But I didn't even find out that like it was a real true marriage until months after, like I would say like 2 months after we started dating. So I would say maybe April, April, May, somewhere around there. This is where I'm in the wrong. I stayed with Erica when she said that she was in a marriage and that her wife would feel betrayed if she found out. I stayed with her. And I stayed with her. I'm not going to make excuses. I know I'm a shitty person. I know I'm fucked up. I know I'm all those things. And I take full fucking accountability, 1,000,000,000%. And every day I felt like shit because of it. Every day. But I was like so twisted in my brain. Like, you guys have no idea. Like, Erica firmly made me believe that she was in an unhappy marriage, that she wanted to be happy with me, that she wanted to come move in with me. So how the topic of her coming to move in with me happened though was obviously we wanted to meet in person. Like, I don't want to sit here and have a long distance relationship for the rest of my life. Like, no one wants that. Like, that's weird.
Yet that's the exact way you've started every relationship you've ever had.
I mean, for a couple years, sure, like that's understandable. But Erica was like, if I come visit you, I'm not gonna be able to go back. I'm not gonna be able to go back to my life. And that's when I was just like, you know what? Why don't you just move in? That's what I said. Because I really loved Erica and I saw that Erica was very unhappy because it's like, how are you going to fall in love with me if you're like in a happy marriage? My brain was warped. I'm not gonna lie. I look back now and I'm like, I'm the fool. I'm straight up the fool. I'm embarrassed. I feel stupid. Like, it's just, it's literally a lot. And I don't know. So it was around everything. By the way, Erica's such a fucking liar about, I was slowly pulling back from her and she would just like,
here comes Petty Lynn. Erica is a cheater. She knows how to sell a story. Come on, Amberlynn.
She just wouldn't leave me alone. It's like, block me. Block me. Stop calling me. Stop messaging me. What do you mean I wouldn't stop leaving you alone? She's trying so hard to save her marriage that it's like, it's insane to me. Trying very hard. I get it. You don't want to lose her because you have cheated so many freaking times. It's not even funny. And she still stays with you. Brittany, you deserve better. You deserve someone better. Like, you're a therapist. What would you tell one of your patients that is in a freaking marriage and their partner continuously cheats on them? You deserve better. I'm Amberlynn Reid and Erica fell for me. Like, that has to suck. Like, y'all started it as a troll and it ended up being to the point where Erica was gonna move in with me.
Yep, this is a teen movie.
And Erica's downplaying this whole like, oh, I was telling her I was gonna move in, but I really wasn't. Like, we were actually planning things. So she could be telling the truth. She honestly could be telling the truth. She could have been lying to me the whole time. I don't know. Like, I'm not in her brain. She could be honestly telling me the truth regarding that, or telling you guys the truth regarding that. Like, I don't know. But she was telling me that she was going to write her wife a note, tell her, like, this sounds psycho. It really does. I guess we're both crazy, truly. And I'm here to just like be like, I fucked up because I did. Like, I genuinely know that I did. But she was gonna like leave the house to her wife and all of this. Like, she had it all planned, but yet telling me that it's not true, or telling y'all that it's not true, which is
all I have left to say about the Valentine situation is it's very obvious that Amberlynn poked and poked until she got this reaction. Yes, Valentine's wife was DMing reaction channels, but nobody was paying attention. Nobody cared. Nobody cared. Now let's move on to the Tommy situation. So after the first live stream, Amberlynn decided to get drunk, finger quotes, because I don't know, you can't. She's such a liar. You don't even know what the fuck she's doing most of the time. But this was an excuse to be all giggly and let people know her status with Tommy.
Right. Okay. All right. So I'm still Okay. I am with Tommy still. Not like physically, which is unfortunate because trust, I would love that. But we are still together. And me and now my ex are not together anymore. I was trying really hard to like protect her, obviously, and just like protect us. And I feel like that's people can say I'm always in love, it's fine. Like I love, and that's okay. Okay, you can ignore the part where I said I'm in love. Just ignore that part. Just know that like I am still with Tommy, and the people aren't gonna believe a word that I say, and that's fine. Like I fully get it. People will believe what they want to believe, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Like we were gonna break up. Without a doubt, that was gonna happen. You literally happy. So it's like, why break up when you genuinely like love someone? I genuinely want to do what I want, but like I want to like shout it to the rooftops that like I genuinely am happy with Tommy, and the rumors are not true at all. And like I don't know how to like explain that. Which rumors are not true? Tommy is not a fear at all, and I got permission to share like why certain photos were online. So when Tommy was with her late fiance, they were long distance and they wanted to see each other more often. And to do so, they found a way to like make money. And it was never like out of like a like ill intent type of thing. I know a lot of people are going to think that and still continue to assume that. And that's, I can't change anyone's opinion. I can only sit here and tell you the truth. That's all I can do. Like,
Yeah, you can say it's just for the money, but at the end of the day, someone died in this money-making scheme of theirs. And I want to be very clear, on one of Oh Lordy, It's Jordy's live streams, he reads off his DMs with Tommy's dead fiance, I was about to say ex-fiance, brother, and he makes it pretty clear that his sister was going to die from this regardless, but Tommy definitely helped speed that process up. Like, we can all admit to that at the very least.
it was just a way for them to make money. It wasn't something they did in their like alone time, like if that makes sense. No, I didn't lie. Like we genuinely were going to break up. Like that was like the truth. It felt really heavy and scary for the both of us. It's just been a hard time, like for people to be saying that Tommy is a person that like she's literally not that person. She's one of the greatest people I've ever known, and I will stand by that. Like I genuinely have never felt so like loved and comfortable with someone ever.
And just when Amberlynn Reid thought the dust would be settled and everything can be quiet and she can go back to Tommy and they can live their beautiful life, Amber has a falling out with her best friend Alexis. I just want to publicly announce that I've ended my friendship with Amberlynn. If she wants to stay with Tommy, that's fine. I refuse to sit around and watch what will happen if she continues having a relationship with her. This was an extremely hard decision for me to make, but unfortunately, this is what's best for me. Amberlynn, I hope you understand. Spoiler alert, she does not understand. This has been a long video, and I still got a little bit more that I want to talk about. But thank you for who's ever watching this. Hopefully I get better with time. But anyway, this is from Amberlynn Reid's deleted live stream Sunday morning where her and Alex go at it on the phone.
My question is like, why did you have to do this like publicly? That's the part where I'm just like, that's hectic. Like everything we've been through, like you contacted the very reaction channel that like genuinely hurts me to my core.
First of all, from what we have talked about, I thought you liked him.
No, I don't like him.
Okay, well, anyways, I was planning on actually never speaking to you again.
Mm-hmm.
Don't look in the camera like that. Okay. Also, I just am like so fed up, Amber. Like, I love you, but I want you to be happy. I want you to find somebody that's good for you. But I don't think that's her. And I'm sorry if you don't agree. I'm sorry others don't agree. But I just feel weird about it. And I had no reservations before anything came out about her. Anything.
Mm-hmm.
And you know why?
Mm-hmm.
It's not a secret.
Okay, but the thing is, like, you dated a lot of people while we have been friends. Like,
Okay, shut up. I got it.
It's okay, we don't have to.
2 official relationships.
So I've never paid much attention to Alex up until this live stream. And it becomes pretty clear pretty quick that Alex has more dirt on Amberlynn than Amberlynn has on Alex. And this is the most interesting situation in this whole dumpster fire because Alex finally is in a position to checkmate Amberlynn, and that's a position Amberlynn has really never been in before because usually everyone backs down from her and Alex is not backing down. In fact, while I'm editing this, she came out with a YouTube video. It's a Q&A of questions about Amber, and she spills some pretty interesting tea. I'm not going to include this in this, but it's definitely worth the watch.
Okay, but there have been things that you've done. Well, I don't agree with either. But I would never be like, all right, guys, publicly, I'm gonna say that I'm no longer Alexis's friend, and this is the reason why. Like, that's hectic.
I know, right? What's
Like, I fully support that. Like, you have your opinions. Like, I support that because like I also have mine. But like, to go and do that, like, you hurt me on a level that's just like not okay.
I hear you, but I told you, I remember yesterday, that I didn't want to talk about anything anymore. I was like, can you just separate these relationships? Like, I don't care if we live in the same state. I don't have to be your best friend. I'm your friend. I'm not her friend. And if you guys break up, I'm still gonna be here.
But I'm not. No, that's the thing where it's like I want to be with Tommy for like ever. Like, I genuinely love her, and like you know that, and you've seen that, and I've expressed it, and I've.
But how many times have you called me crying your eyes out? Because the most outlandish shit that she has said to you.
No,
Do you not remember?
no. I have been very low. You know that, like, mentally.
So many highs and lows for a relationship that's supposedly barely a month old.
And unfortunately, yes, and same with Tony. Like, she's never ever gone through something like this. Like, this has been so hard for her. And like for her late fiance to be like talked about in the way that she has is horrible because she was such an amazing woman. Like, it's not okay. It has left her very low. And during low times,
Well, maybe she should have taken the time to heal before she
oh my god, Alexis, I'm not doing this actually in life. Like,
I'm not being combative. I'm telling you how I feel.
okay, I get it. What was actually the point of this? Genuinely, what was the point of this?
Because you aren't always accountable when it's private. When you're
Okay, that's fine. Like, I don't have to be fully accountable. You don't have to be fully accountable. It doesn't matter.
Why not?
Because I just really don't understand. Like, I just don't understand, and I never will. And I tried to explain to you,
What
like,
do you mean you will never understand? I've given you clear-cut reasons why I'm not a fan of this relationship. I'm giving you valid reason after valid reason after valid
I
reason.
know, but you come up with things where I'm like, oh no, let me explain that. Like, you're literally off your rocker in that case. Like, I've literally, like, any person I've ever spoken to, you've never wanted me to talk to them anymore or be with them. Or,
Okay.
oh my god, I don't know what's going on with you, but like, I just want you to support. Like, because like, I know you're my friend. I'm just letting you know, like, I know you getting ultimatum, which is crazy thing we're seeing. Like, but genuinely, Tony makes me like the happiest I've ever felt, and I want to keep feeling that, and I want to see where our. No, what makes me very sad is everything that's been going on lately online. It's been freaking.
It's only been a month. It's only been a month. I repeat, it's only been a month.
All right, I'm gonna hang up actually because you know that to be true. That everything that has been happening online has made us both miserable. Like, you have heard me cry about it multiple times.
I'm sorry, but one.
And before all of this happened, me and Tommy never had sad moments like that. Like, it literally was magic, like actual magic. And all of a sudden, our mental health got low because we were being harassed for days on end. Like, and yes, I cried to you a lot about that. And it's like, it just sucks that you're taking my mental health and then Tommy's mental health and like using it against us and saying, yeah, this is the deciding factor of why I don't like this relationship. That's crazy to me because you have also been in situations, like even your current one, let's not go there, I won't do that, where I'm like, I'm just saying. They have also done things where I'm like,
okay, yes, but nobody's perfect. They have never said the things that Tommy has said to you.
This was really the flashback moment when she was online with Destiny talking about, I got tea on your family. Your brother does coke. And it's just like, so Alexis has been in a bad relationship too, so she should understand why you want to stay in one? Is that really the logic you're trying to use, Amberlynn?
I think that maybe like you took it wrong, but like me in like a BPD moment or episode, I'm a little hectic and I get kind of like,
And
oh my
one of
god.
the specific comments that she made to you was awful. I would never say that to a partner.
Okay, but to me, like, so people are thinking it's a stage. It actually is. Are you guys enjoying it? This is stage actually, genuinely. What was I saying? Okay, everyone's telling me to go to therapy. I'm literally on Monday. I'm going to a therapist, and then you guys never have to say this to me again because I was like, it's a lot.
I agree with them. I told you that.
So the only option here, honestly, like if you truly feel like how you feel, which is fine, you can feel how you feel, but like I think it's time that maybe we take this offline, and if you don't want to talk in private, that's fine. I will
I
respect that as well.
don't want things to get disrespectful, and I'm really not a super big fan of you bringing my partner into this because they have been nothing but
Okay, then let's move on from that. We don't have to. We don't have to. Hold on, I'm getting like things. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, I don't even know. I'm just like, Tommy has only ever been nice to you. That's something else that's like really crazy to me. We've always had such a great time, the three of us. And
yes, I don't agree with some of the things she says to you.
I get that. We don't have to agree, but that doesn't mean like, why can't you like separate? Like, okay, you just admitted people aren't perfect. Okay, that's number one. Tommy has been going through one of the lowest times of her life, trying to gravitate that with thousands of people watching.
I understand.
What I want to know is how Tommy thought that this wouldn't all come out. Because apparently she's pretty known on feeder websites. And it was feeder people, not feeder people, but people who follow feeders, are the ones who exposed her for dating Amberlynn. It didn't come from anyone in the Amberverse. So how did they think that this wasn't going to come out? I mean, probably Amberlynn didn't know, but Tommy definitely had to have some idea that this was a probable outcome.
But when I was doxxed earlier this year, I did not do that.
Okay, I get that. Her story's different though. Her story's different. And she's never taken it out on me. She has had low mental health. And I'm sure everyone watching, like you guys have had very low like mental health before, and you need space. And dating someone with BPD, which is me, like if your partner says you need space, you kind of take that personal. And I know I shouldn't take that personal. Once I'm out of like my weird BPD type of deal, I'm able to focus in and be like, this is normal. Like we should be on FaceTime 24/7 when your mental health is that low. Like no, because I'm like,
it's not really bad. Can I say something though? It wasn't the space that you needed that was the problem. And we talked about this before. Even in the beginning, I was like, you need to learn how to detach and differ from space sometimes. I told you this. But the problem was the comments that being made towards you. Because one of those comments were absolutely vile. And I would never dream of saying that to one of my partners.
Okay.
Especially if you're still together.
okay. I don't know. I really don't know what to say. I just know that like no relationship is perfect, but I do know that like in this one, this is the closest to perfect that I've ever had. Like I genuinely am thoroughly happy, and I want to like see that through. Like
You're literally giving me whiplash because one day it's not perfect, you're breaking up. And the next day it's perfect and wonderful, natural. You're literally giving me whiplash. I don't know if I'm supposed to support her or
because
not.
you're supposed to support her. And you're supposed to support the fact that like I'm happy and like we're finally getting over that like scary like mental health situation that we were in. And I think that like when someone's at their lowest, like to judge them during that time is not the person that I am. I can't do it.
Tommy's the only thing that's gonna live through this situation, so Amber's gonna cling to it.
Because I know for me, when I'm at my lowest, I say and do things I probably wouldn't do otherwise. Like
Because
yes, of course.
For the one specific comment,
Yes,
I know I'm
yes. And it's like that comment hurt you more than it hurt me. And I'm just over here like
That's also insane crazy.
because I understand I've literally been in that situation before.
Do you
Not in
remember
that exact situation, but
do you remember how many hours you cried after
because
that was made?
all right, Alexis, I'm gonna go because I feel like you're trying to make this way worse than what it is, and that's the part that's like really frustrating to me because you're doing it for thousands of people. And
One comment.
okay, but you're acting. Oh my god, I'm acting like in a relationship where I'm happy and like
Right now.
yes, because my mental health is finally improving, and so is hers.
Girl.
Because at first this was like a bomb, like it was like a little bomb that was set off. Like genuinely, and I know you've had your lows too, and you say and do things like you literally yes, this is it, and this is stage. Yes, you say and do things that like you you know, come on, you've been there. We're not robotic. We're all human. Like,
I understand that, but I wouldn't be a good friend if I didn't speak up.
See, Amber had this relationship with Alex and used it as a way for her to vent all of this crap. She doesn't actually want her journal, her live living journal, to actually speak back to her. And Amber can't handle that. Amber likes the idea of friends. She doesn't care about actually having friends.
okay, what made you, in my opinion, do something that wasn't okay is when you publicly went to a reaction channel that you know I don't like, I don't support, and you did this publicly. Already knowing that publicly, I'm going to fucking hell. That's the part where I'm confused. And then you don't even want to have this phone call with me. Privately, you want to do it publicly yet again, knowing that I love you, and I'm not going to be able to say no. Like, that's not fair at all.
Okay, but you don't always show me that you love me.
I try my hardest. Like, I'm always there for you. Like, I feel like we've gotten the closest ever since I've been with Tommy. Like, we all three of us hang out together, and like, I just don't understand, like, genuinely.
Also, I want to clarify, I haven't met either of them. We have not met in person.
No, it's not in person. It's very 2024 coded through FaceTime, actually. Like, I just want like us to be okay, but it's like I don't know if we're gonna be able to get to that point ever again.
I'm also very hurt. I am also extremely hurt.
Okay, can you actually don't explain why? I would rather do that privately because I don't understand, actually.
I'm not saying anything messed up, but sometimes I just feel like you choose your partners over me, and then they leave or you break up or you fight, and then you're back to giving me the friendship that I give to you, and it's reciprocal, and then you're back in my land and I'm back on the back burner.
But you're not on the back burner when it comes to me and Tommy. I have been closer to you than I ever have, and you know that.
I am very curious to know how Alexis's real life friends feel about her relationship with Amberlynn, because they're talking about all this history they have between each other and all these relationships, ups and downs that they've experienced, and they've both known each other for less than a year and they've never met in person.
And I genuinely loved like the friendship that you two were forming. Like, it was fun, the three of us like talking, like hanging out, and like it was.
You know that even after everything came out, I still gave her a chance. I still gave her the benefit of the doubt. She asked me if I thought she was a bad person. I said no. I was still around. I was still talking to her. But it's certain things that have transpired since that I just can't get behind. And it doesn't mean I hate her.
Okay, then,
It's just
then we won't be friends. I don't know what else to say because like I just in the way that I would support you, like I want you to do the same for me. Like when I'm genuinely happy, and it's like it's fucked up that like I can't confide in you like as a best friend. Like
you can't. Do you know all the stuff that I literally could have said that I chose not to?
No, that I like actually yeah. Like, you know a lot of stuff about my exes, about friends, about people in my life. Like you know a lot, like genuinely.
Do you really think that I would ever feel that deep? So for right now,
I was scared.
Come on.
I was because it's like.
Alexis says this, and then on January 6th, as I'm editing this, uploads a video on YouTube exposing Amberlynn.
What you did already has shocked me. Has left me shocked. Genuinely has left me shocked.
But I haven't made the right statements about you. You are not.
I don't care. I don't care. I would rather you make them about me. That's the point. I'd rather you make them about me. Like you have hurt me by hurting her. Like genuinely. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. And if you can't see that, I don't know what to tell you. This is embarrassing. That, like because I needed to have this conversation. It's like I feel like I can't even fully like public. Almost 4,000 people watching. I feel fucking so embarrassed by this. But I felt like I had to do it because it was the only way to talk. Like how embarrassing is this?
Well, because I needed you to be accountable. Because sometimes you are just so stuck and hyper focused on something that you refuse to see other perspectives and you refuse to see the truth. And this is something that I accept about you, and I understand, but that's not fair to me.
I genuinely don't know.
I'm 2 hours late for my concert.
I would be a fun at your concert. I now look like a dumb. So
A dumb.
I look like a manipulator. I don't take accountability.
I'm not reading the comments. I'm not reading the comments. I'm talking to you.
Yeah, I guess you have seen.
And I don't think you're a bad person. I just think that sometimes you're vulnerable. And you need someone to show you different perspectives sometimes.
Okay, but I'm letting you know that like I firmly think that you're wrong in the situation and in the way that like you're viewing whatever you're viewing, like it's just not. It's not fair because you already know. Yeah, so why does it have to be publicly? Why?
Because you aren't always accountable when it's
Oh my god, but it doesn't have. Oh my goodness, I don't know what to say. Like I don't know. Doing it live doesn't change the way that I respond to you. That's all I gotta say.
I beg to differ.
I'd probably be crying more actually if we were offline. So I'm crying less being online.
Good.
But
I don't know if there is going to be a resolution right now. I think that we'll have a lot of things to think about.
I've already been thinking. I've already done my thoughts. I've been journaling. I've been thinking. I've been talking.
Journaling.
Always be journaling. That's just what I do. And I know what I want in my life, and I know how I feel about certain situations, and I don't know. Like I'm happy. And
Right, but never mind. Doesn't matter. I sound like a broken record at this point. You're gonna feel how you feel. I'm gonna feel how I feel, and I just don't know what to say to Amberlynn because I feel like sometimes I'm just literally repeating myself over and over until you see my perspective. Sometimes you do, but sometimes you don't.
I can see your perspective, but like you're also not understanding mine, and I can't fully explain it because I'm live streaming and it's personal. So it's like that's not fair. So I'm actually not. You know, I said I'm not fully able to speak to you in the way that I would because there are personal things obviously I don't want to say on here, and that's also not fair.
I hear you, but I am just as much as you are. I am also hurt. Okay, this is really taking a toll on me. Even though I know I was the one who said that, it doesn't really matter. I still am hurt. I still upset. I still can feel the way that I feel.
Yes, and I'm letting you feel the way that you feel. Obviously, I respect that. I didn't mean to hurt you. I don't know how I did, and if I did hurt you, I'm sorry. I would never intentionally hurt you.
Truthfully, my final straw was when you brought my partner into this. That was my final
Okay, I'm sorry for bringing your partner into this. I was just trying to relate. I was bringing like relatable situations together, and I was just saying that sometimes we don't agree with certain things that people do, but I would never look at you and say me or them. I would never do that.
If I was in what you assumed and saw to be a harmful relationship, I would want you.
There's nothing harmful, and this is where I'm gonna hang up because there's nothing harmful happening. This is like the softest love I've ever had in my life. Mental love. That is why I crave someone to actually like love me gently, and it's not toxic or this like gross, like heavy, abusive. Like I've been in abusive things, and you know that. And this is the first time I'm like, wow. So this is how it feels like being loved.
It's funny, this is what she says when the whole reason Alex is mad at her for being with Tommy is because she doesn't like how Tommy is treating Amber because she considers it rough.
Without like feeling like there's some sort of like abuse going on, and I don't want to talk about this. Like this is a lot.
Okay, you're fine. You're safe. Everything's good.
I'm not safe. This is not every fucking reaction channel there is.
And nothing bad is happening.
Yes, everything bad is happening. Like you.
Well, you did delete it off your channel, so where else are people supposed to go but a reaction channel?
You've made me have this phone call publicly. That's not fair.
Well, some of the things you have said to me are also not fair.
Okay.
Okay, well, my friends have literally done this last time. I have to go.
So what was the point of this then? Like,
If I was Alexis's friend waiting on her to go to a concert, I would have already left her ass. That is, I think, kind of the craziest part about their entire conversation.
I want to speak to you on a public platform where you can be accountable and you can just say whatever you wanted out of emotion or out of the moment.
well, I have BPD. I have a lot of emotions right now.
So do I. So do I.
I don't even know how I'm like actually doing this.
I don't use that as an excuse. I do. I don't use that as an excuse.
People are telling me I literally physically can't. I'm not like a type of person that hangs out with people. But like,
Well, either way, I have to go. My friends are literally like, what is going on?
so you did all this. Okay.
What? Say it.
What's the next step in this like situation?
Dude, I don't know.
Like, I just want you to be happy for me. Like, you see me happy. So it's like, I want you to be happy for me.
I was trying to be. I was trying to be. I don't know what to say.
Well,
We're going in circles now. So.
I hope that you have fun at your concert. And I don't know.
Okay. Have a good rest of your night.
You too. I'll be right back.
So after this live stream gets deleted, Amber sends Alex this message. I'm not speaking to you till you publicly apologize to the both of us. You made this public when I just wanted privacy. That's all I ever wanted. You knew how bad both of our mental healths were, but still chose to do this, knowing exactly what would happen. It's defamation of her character, and that's a dangerous thing to do because Tommy is not abusive at all. But now everyone thinks she is, and that's not okay. Cool. Won't be happening. So you can just go ahead and block me. Stop being victim, Lynn. It takes two to tango. Again, this is why we had the conversation publicly, because you never take accountability for your own actions. You're just always looking to blame someone else. Tommy can kiss my ass. These are some other things Alexis had posted on her TikTok. And they're pretty interesting to say the least. She's even gone as far as making a YouTube channel, and she's got her first video up there. And Amberlynn is most definitely going to be responding. So until she does, stay respectful, folks.